Van Bortle does a really good job of taking care of their customers beyond just the point of selling them an airplane. And so it's really kind of part of, while it's a business relationship, you're very much part of a group of owners who are in a family, and we get attention and treatment that you don't get with other outfits in the aviation industry, particularly for general aviation. And so the way that I'm treated makes it work, whether it's the schedule or the accommodation, being able to fit into a calendar for my business and my personal travel. It's the difference. I want my airplane worked on by people who are familiar enough with it that there isn't a process of having to figure out what this thing is. There's not a huge fleet. We don't have thousands of these airplanes in circulation, and so it's difficult to find people who are really familiar with it, and it makes a big difference as an owner to know that you're dealing with folks who are working on the airplane on a regular basis. This is an airplane unlike most general aviation airplanes that if you buy an airplane that has not been cared for at the level that just very, very few places care for them, you can quickly end up paying more than what it may cost to buy a Van Bortle airplane. And so it's not buying a Toyota Camry. Airplanes are expensive, and they're subject to regulations at a level that no automobile is. And that means that they're going to require an owner's attention more than any car will. And if you know that buying the best deal on the market, meaning the lowest price, may cost you more than buying one that's been ready and prepared for sale the way a Van Bortle airplane is. I specialize in my profession, and I do a certain area of law, and I do it very well. And I don't just dabble in the area. And so I get the most complex issues. I deal with the most difficult problems to solve, and I solve them with excellence. And Van Bortle does that in aviation, and I can appreciate that model, and I take aviation very seriously, and I think every phase of a pilot's experience should be performed with excellence. And I want my airplane handled in the same way.